Hey guys, Bottom25 here, playing FSX once again. Today we will be flying from Casablanca. Alright, so which way is the quickest way to the end of a runway? Right, that way. So, Shift P2. Let's get the engine started. Right, so today we'll be flying a Lufthansa 727 from Casablanca to Dublin. See, we've got a few Royal Air Maroc planes, because, well, what else do you expect? This is a small one, this is only a 737-700. That's an 800, so those are slightly longer. And do not take off well without flaps. That's just a bit of advice to any Royal Air Maroc pilots. Out of curiosity, how many people get what I'm referencing? I mentioned this last leg of this tour as well. It was when that Royal Air Maroc plane attempted to rotate and they didn't have any flaps. Alright, so flaps, I'd say 2 should be enough, that's a plenty long runway, 2. Alright, I think we've got all engines running at this stage. And quite a bit of starting smoke. Alright, stop pushback. And let's get taxiing. Oh, we are only getting that engine online now. Right. So I'm using a different one, and I'm hoping this is slightly different and might perform better. This is an older livery Lufty. Lufty equals Lufthansa. Just for those of you who don't know. Alright, done. Alright, so we're going to taxi along the runway, turn onto that runway, and off we go with this old Lufty. But just going to say this yet again, I know I've said this before, look at those slats. And you might think the amount of smoke coming out of this plane is unrealistic. Well, you clearly haven't seen any old jets. Those things spew... Those things probably have lung cancer. You know, because they smoke. It is dark, but I don't care. You know, if you are suffering from cancer, you know, I don't mean to insult you. My grandmother survived cancer, so. Let's put it this way, I'm not one of those people who hasn't had people affected, but who hasn't had, you know, people I'm close to be affected by cancer, and then I joke about cancer. No, I've had people affected by cancer. But in all honesty, I think sometimes people would like say, oh, you shouldn't make jokes about these things because they're serious. Yeah, I'd say if you're not doing it to actually with the intent of offending someone, so you shouldn't orient. Sorry, I'm about to cough up a lung there. So basically, some people would say, well, quite often some people would. Well, I've just realised I've gone off on a rant about what a few people think about cancer. Yep. See, this is why I don't like to let my mind wander. It tends to go all over the place. It is sometimes fun, but quite often it isn't. Yeah, another thing. No, fuck it. Well, now that I've stopped, I've lost that train of thought entirely. Turn! See, Timing is apparently a skill I do possess. So we landed on the opposite run, on the other runway. Oh wait, did we? I don't know. I think it was that runway. Full power. Yeah, just right. That's the runway. Go.
17 left.
But no, this isn't that. Well, first off, this isn't a CRJ, and we're not flying with a Com airplane.
On runway 17 left.
If you're wondering what I'm saying, there was like a few years ago there was a Com airplane. I believe it was CRJ that took off on the wrong runway at an airport. But like I think the runway lights were off or something, as well. As in like at the whole airport, not just on that one runway. And this was one of those instances where only one person got out alive. But in this case, I think it's even worse for that person, you know, there's always that survivor's guilt. But in this case, positive rate gear up. I think it's even worse for that person because that person was the co-pilot. You know, so of course, and the pilots were blamed. So the incident was deemed as human error. Because, well, apparently they broke the sterile cockpit rule. Which essentially means, you know, you can only talk about what's critical to aircraft operations below 10,000 feet. And, you know, they were taking off, so yes, they were below 10,000 feet. Okay, guys, anyway, I'll pause this video here, and I'll see you guys when we begin our approach into EIDW. See you later. Okay, guys, we are approaching Dublin Airport, heading, what was it, 140? 140, speed 140. I'm almost willing to guarantee that's going to screw me over. Like, I have two that says 140, and I've adjusted the speed when I want to go for heading. So we're landing at runway 16, which is a runway I don't think I've ever actually landed on. And then kind of goes along beside the airport. Yeah, you can see. This isn't the same country I'm in, because I live in Ireland. I've flown to and from Dublin quite a few times. The only two Irish airports I've flown to and from, are Cork and Dublin. I haven't flown from Shannon, Knock, Kerry, Donegal, none of those. Although Donegal is one I do want to fly to. And even in London, I've only flown into Gatwick. In the UK, I've only flown to Gatwick and Birmingham. Although that's going to increase the city as well. Okay, we're extending the flaps further. I'm presuming that would be a quarry kind of there. For those of you wondering, because, well, I'm not sure how many of you call it that, because, you know, gear down. Because perhaps in some other country they've got a different name for it, but a quarry is kind of an open mine. I think it's called open cast mining is another name for quarrying. So right, I'm quickly going to go into top-down view just to see if I can recognize anything, yeah? Because I was up in this general area quite recently. Actually, no, I was there, in that area, that's Malahide. And I think the planes were approaching like that. They weren't approaching over land, they were coming in from over the water. I think there were a few Flybys, and I think there was one KLM Embraer. But the rest were, of course, you know, Aer Lingus. I saw one heavy. I saw one Lingus A330. That's where the airport is. EIGM. Wait, really? No. No. I want top-down view, please. Really? I'm actually going to see if Gormanson is... It says EIG. Alright, EI... Wow. We're not heading towards Dublin at all. I say that's because of a crosswind or something. Right. EIGM. Not ahem, you idiot. Alright. EIGM. Not IGM. EIGM. Right, let's see. Right, it seems that we're landing with a crosswind. Yeah. That's right. Gormanston. Yeah, I'm not interested in airsoft. Gormanston Camp. Right. There's a military camp around the 260. It is used for air-to-ground air defense training between Balbrigg and Drogheda, close to the M1 motorway. Early years, War of Independence. Model aircraft flyers, although not officially open to the public or civilian activities. I'm actually going to see if I can get a map, like Google Maps, because I was always curious, because Gormanston Camp, perhaps, and switch over to satellite. Yeah, that is. Well, now that I know what I'm looking for, it is definitely a distinctive shape. I need to find. It's right on the coast, though, and it's. Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, that's Malahide. Oh god, yeah, it's way further out. It's out there, kind of. It's not beyond there. Wait, it's beyond Scaries. Jesus. Right, where's the... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, now that's Malahide. Never mind. And that's Scaries, so... Yeah. Christ. Yeah, it's... It's difficult to fly from the top-down view, because that's not what it's intended for. Looking around here. I'm trying to identify... Yeah, that's Scaries. Right, so it's... So that's... Alright, I would presume then... Wait, there it is! There it is! Yes! Right there, I think. Ignore that. I think it's that there. Right, now back to flying the plane. Right, we've got the airport in sight. Did I... we're cleared for approach, it seems. Well, they haven't told us otherwise. And last time they said we were, so... Right, spoilers work. Why do the wings go up when I deploy the spoilers? They should be going down. Yeah, this isn't the most maneuverable of aircraft. So the larger 707 is much more maneuverable. I mean, I demonstrated during approach. I did a roll. It's not a it wasn't a barrel roll. It was an aileron roll. If you want to know the difference between the two of them, MatPat. Game theory. Matt Pat. Right, well I can't get that on. So I'm not going to get that on. Alright, it's foggy, so we're going to drop. Try to descend below the fog. There's Hoth. I can see the rough outline of the airport. There we go. Right, I've got visual of the runway. Sorry about that. That was my lung. Right, I've never actually landed on 16. I've taken off on the... Oh god, what's the opposite runway? You know, the way there's, like, that's technically 2 runways. Because, you know, there's 16 on this side and the other one on the other side, yeah. I've taken off on the one on the other side, but I've not taken off on 16 or landed on 16. But there is a thing at Dublin Airport. There's a road that runs right along there. Right along there. So you can... And there's like a place for you to park your car, and you can just park there and... Bada bing, bada boom. Where is this Dornier? Is this Waterford? No, this can't be Waterford, so where though? Cork, perhaps? Atlantic Airlines. Yeah. Right, we'll focus on those later. Yeah, we've got a plane to land. Sure. Sure. Clearance acknowledged. Spoilers out. Oh, good. No package. My only thing of altitude guidance. Yeah, A330 EI lax. Yeah, there's that AWACS. NATO. A Swiss. That's another area. That's, yeah, it does. And a US Airways 75. Right, once again, let's get back to that. Drop. Drop the plane. Alright, I'd say we're too low. Right, quick right slip. I'm combining the words right and side slip there because I'm side slipping to the right. See, it does make sense if you think about it. And even if you don't. But that's Hoth. That's Malai. So I would have been here and the planes would have been coming in like that. I didn't record videos because the planes weren't that visible. Yeah, there's the other runway. And there's this they're going to expand. They're just calling it North Runway for now. Right, how are we doing in terms of speed? Speed is increasing. Good. Auto throttle off. Right, I'm gonna just go into map view for a moment. Zoom out. And zoom back in. And then cancel. Well, I was hoping that would help. Oh, I just did the throttle. That's not good. Actually, it is, because we're coming in far too steep. Oh, also on a completely unrelated side note, far is also the Irish word for man. I know, completely unrelated, but just thought I would tell you. Nose up. Oh, nice. Not nice. Okay, definitely not nice. Very not nice. Alright, well, we're down. Alright. Oh, that's just on the verge of acceptable. No, it's one of those Ryanair bastards. There's the old terminal. Yeah, please note I have yet to step on the brakes. Because I don't know where the taxiways are. That's the bad thing. Exit runway when able. Roger that. I'll turn off here because I think this was where the taxiways are. See, there's a Turkish 7-3 and contact ground 121.8. I thought there would be some city jet planes. Yeah, I don't know where I would park, so Tune Dublin ground quest exit to get. You see, that's where all my Ryanair flights begin from. We taxiway Foxtrot Outer. Gate 116. Acknowledge and turn on. Oh wow! Look how helpful that progressive taxi is. Oh, there we go. It decided, yeah, you know what, I'm actually going to do my job. Well, really, so we are a flat car and you're just going to send us to the back of the airport. Boom. Brake. Brake yet again. Give it power. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. I'm wondering if ATC is going to tell one of us to stop. Yes, Airway 757. Now the Ryanair bastard's cleared. Yeah, as you can tell, I have a distaste of... I despise Ryanair. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I despise the bastards. You know the way you Americans have Spirit Airlines? That's, you know, Ryanair is basically the European equivalent of that. And what did I... Oh, I paused. Christ, whoops. Parking brake set. No, see, I think I'm not going to get penalised for that. I'll just tell my accidentally hit the pause button. That was on the ground anyway. Right, so let's cut the engines. So, because that was a flight. From Casablanca to Dublin with a Lufthansa 727. I'm Bottom 25. Goodbye.